just sitting here at a little cafe bar, waiting on Lee. He's down the street shopping or something. I got tired. I was like, nah, I'm gonna go sit down. Which is always great because they have a lot of little cafe bars that you can always stop in, get a snack, get a drink, whatever, or a bathroom break. But anywho, just kind of reflecting all the bad news out there and everything going on back home. How lucky I am, how lucky we are to have, done this. A lot of people out there can't or want to, but are scared to. And I mean, it's not easy. It's certainly not a decision that I would jump and just make, because it's a lot of change. We did plan to an extent. Now there is some degree of, we just kind of moved our plans up because we had planned on, like, in a couple of years, maybe looking into, moving out, whatever. But with all the stuff going on back home and everything, we were just like, well, let's move this up a little bit. And, so, I had been learning Spanish, and we had just started learning Spanish. And so, I understand a lot more than I can speak. I can read pretty okay, but I can understand fairly well if someone speaks at a decent tempo to me, not super rapid or anything, but my speech is, I'm sure I sound like I'm 3 years old, but I'm getting there day by day. So we were already kind of learning and researching and everything, but, like I said, things kind of moved up because of everything going on, and so that's what we just started really researching even harder. We would have liked to have had a more solid idea of where we might end up permanently over here, but we ended up in Valencia initially because we figured, while we don't want to end up in a touristy area permanently, we want more integration, local culture and everything. In the beginning, while we're not too great with the language and everything, it might be better to settle at first in a place where there's more, I guess I'd say, catering to foreigners, a lot more English spoken and everything, which I appreciate 1,000%. I've always wanted to learn Spanish, and I've always been very basic with it, and so now this is propelling me forward, get me really into it, and immersion is definitely an easier way to learn. Stressful sometimes, but it really does kind of keep you on your toes and keep you wanting to learn more so that you don't feel as stressed in day-to-day situations. But anyway, so we ended up in Valencia. We had figured maybe we would end up eventually in northern Spain because we like the cooler weather, and while it is very nice outside right now, very nice outside, we hear tales of what summertime is like, and apparently it's just like South Mississippi, where we came from, very hot, very humid, right on the water. So we're not looking forward to that. So we will be looking for more probably northern. Depends though. Who knows? We could fall in love with the Valencia area or somewhere else down here. But Gijón and Oviedo up north are beautiful. We've seen them before when we were passing through months and months ago, and so we got kind of attached to a few areas up there, and so we're going to be exploring those again, but this time exploring them for the possibility of living there rather than exploring just to see the sights and museums and stuff. So we will see. Having 2 dogs makes it an item for consideration as well. We want the area to be very friendly to pets, good veterinary access, things like that. And of course, for us, we need like good hospital access, good clinics, things like that. So I don't know, we'll see. But I don't know, sitting here thinking about it, I'm just grateful, just really grateful that we had the chance to do this, that we have the ability to do this. You know, it's going to be a lot. It has been a lot. And like I said, I don't want anyone out there to take it lightly if you're planning on moving to a whole different country. You know, there are a lot of people out there that make it look so simple, and you know, I don't know if my videos have made it look simple, but there was a lot of research and thought that went into this beforehand. It got squished together because of, you know, things going on back home, of course, like I mentioned. But you know, I think we had done sufficient research before that so that our move was made somewhat easier on us, and just having a basic grasp of the language is 100% recommended. You know, I would never recommend anyone, if you can help it, move to a country without having like some kind of basic grasp of the language, and then continuing to learn, of course, because coming to this beautiful country and not learning their wonderful language would just be, that's ridiculous, folks. That's ridiculous. And you know, I mean, no matter how old you are or whatever your learning style is, you can always learn. You can always learn. You may not reach 100% fluency, or, you know, but to be functional, you know, it's greatly appreciated, you know, by folks around here, because, you know, I mean, they get tourists all the time who don't even make an effort, or who get upset that people here don't speak English. Why would you be upset that someone in Spain doesn't speak English? Give me a fucking break. Get out of here. That's, I can't even wrap my head around that. No, just no. If you're that kind of person that goes somewhere and expects everyone to speak your language, just get the fuck out of here. Why? Why are you like that? You give me gas. Stop. You give me gas. Anyway, so very grateful. Looking ahead towards Thanksgiving. You know, I don't know what we're going to be doing here. I figure we'll probably just have a nice off time. I don't know. Since we don't really, you know, have any family here or anything, we'll probably just find some time to spend outside, whatever. Like I said, this place is just beautiful. The whole country is beautiful. I seriously doubt we're going to find, or that we're not going to be able to find something to do, you know, outdoors, preferably. And yeah, so just being grateful today. And I hope everybody out there is also, you know, having a good day, grateful for what you have. You know, be careful. It can be taken away very easily. Yeah. So anyways, okay. Well, y'all have a good day. I'm gonna just sit here and wait for Lee, I guess. Whatever he's doing, whatever he's buying. Yeah. Okay.